Well, look who's back for a little bit of Crusader Kings 3. And oh boy, are you about to see CK3 like you have never seen CK3 before, because we have the All Under Heaven DLC. That's right, Paradox was very nice to give me early access to this DLC and sponsor this video for me to take a look at everything that has changed in CK3. And there's a lot. But obviously, being a sponsor video, if you want to go ahead and get the DLC, you can find it linked down below. And I just want to get straight into this, by the way. I haven't played yet, and this is going to be my official first game. Oh, also, CK3, the base game, is actually free on Steam for the weekend between October 30th and November 3rd. Anyway, would you look at that? It's just CK3. What's going on? What's different? What's this DLC all about? Well, let me just go ahead and zoom out on the map for a second. Yep, that's right. They've gone ahead and added a new border to the game. So yeah, I think this is an absolutely insane expansion of the map. So not only do we get an absolutely huge map expansion, it's a lot more than I thought they would do, actually. For the longest time, I think people kind of assumed that this was coming in CK3 at some point, but I did not know they were going to also add Indonesia and the Philippines. Now, am I going to play down here? Realistically, no. But it does add so much possibility for this channel, especially when it comes to mega campaigns. I think we have so much more room to do stuff now. Also, shout out to the Cumans, by the way. Turtoroba Cumans. I'm not sure if this was this DLC or the step one before it, but what a cool new name. Now, of course, new DLC, new map expansion. I gotta go play in Asia. Now, who exactly I'm gonna play is either gonna be in China, because we've got whole new features for how China works with the Mandate of Heaven, or Japan. Now, do I create my own wanderer, or do I go ahead and actually just go straight in and get on the map straight away? I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to start as the Empire of Japan, though, obviously. I'm going to work my way up. You know, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start as these guys up here, the Kiyoharas. He's in a pretty good position at the start, other than, you know, looking pretty damn wise and intellectual there. This man does, in fact, look like he may be able to give me the best knowledge that I have ever received, while also drinking tea. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. Brave, ambitious, and a little arrogant, which you can tell by his demeanor. And he controls a whole bunch of land, and his heir is already landed right here too. So, seems good to me. Okay, already we've got quite a few things on our screen. So we have our manor, which is, I'm assuming, like the Byzantine government thing. I mean, it's looking like a beautiful manor already. We've got a horse paddock, a bit of rice, and a personal workshop. We also have our block, our posse, our gang. Now, we don't have the largest block around. There are quite a few large ones around us, specifically with a lot more people, but we're definitely going to play the politics game today and make sure that we end up on top. Oh, okay, religion map mode in Japan. Looking a little bit complicated. I tell you what, religion map mode all over Asia looking a little bit complicated. So this is a Buddhist faith, but I think going to Shinto would probably be better, because look at all of our holy sites that are in Japan. Probably be best to go for those long term. Oh, sorry, I just looked at I think was that my brother down there? I thought he had two of those, like, you know that hat where it's got two kegs on the side? You put a straw in. For now, we won't do any crazy expansion, though. We're just going to sit on our little butts and start building up. Now, of course, we are 62 years old off the bat, so I'm not too sure how much more sitting around we're going to be able to do. Currently, I am fine, though, and I'm also pretty damn good in a lot of stuff. Maybe we should go find someone. I mean, there are a couple people around us that aren't in a block right now. Maybe we should go ahead and convince them to potentially come around. Yes, if you won't come around by the power of my words, you will come around by the power of my sword and giant hat. Oh, we won the battle, but the hat didn't do too much of the protection part, because I am wounded. That has put me down to poor immediately. Sorry, what? I could just appoint myself as my own physician. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, you can automate all these roles now as well? Hold on, that is so great. That is so much better. You know, I don't want to say that my liege is slightly annoying, but he did just send this guy over to tell me that I'm holding my hand fan wrong and thus must pay him money. Look at me right now. look at me and say you would come up to this man and tell him he's holding his fan wrong. You know what, you go ahead, you take that damn money, because I'll take that control growth off you, but I'm not happy about it. There we go. After a small little debate in which only a few hundred people may have lost their lives, this guy has now come around to joining our block. Oh, we could also just bribe this guy right on the border next to them as well to get in as well, and might as well get our little gang growing. I mean, looking around already, our block has become a lot more powerful. Got a lot more people in here, even though some of them ain't exactly the most powerful, especially compared to the ones down south. Now, we also can't invade up here in the north because technically this is a external war, because that's not part of Japan yet. Oh, look at that. A few more people also want to join our block. Do I have a little thing in here that could tell me if more people want to join? I don't think we do. Okay, so I'm just going to have to go around and manually look for people who may want to join my block. You know, what if I actually just go ahead, I sacrifice a few of my taxes here to the good old overlord, and in return, I get the ability in my vassal contract to actually declare war. Will they allow me to go up there and fight the natives? I misread that for a second. I thought that was saying wonderful news, he has caught measles, but he actually just lost the measles. Well done. Yeah, still can't go ahead and declare. Not worth it. Oh, he does kind of like me though, and he wants to grant me a vassal. Sure. Oh, those are the guys I invaded. After wasting my vassal contract there and giving you a little bit more wages, I'm going to go ahead and have a literalist debate with you. Somehow, I lost our debate. these people don't understand Buddhism. Hey, in all fairness, I'm still completely very tempted to get a hold on this Shintoism train. Oh, my son's challenged me to a board game. Might as well. Can't go as bad as debating the region over here, can it? The guy, sure, a lot of diplomacy, but free learning. How did he beat me on a spiritual level? There are still quite a few people who have not joined a side here, and I could just start picking them off. I think these guys actually do have a bit of an army though, and I only just lost my wounded trait, so better time than ever. Let's see if I roll into battle this time and just immediately fall off my horse. Okay, good news. Stayed on the saddle this time. Oh, okay. Well, my wife died, and that has put me into a drunken stupor. I'm going to die soon. But you know what? If there's any way to go out, drunken unhappy. Definitely the Japanese way. Oh, sieging down these guys over here to get them in our block was, in fact, the death of our father. He went out drunk, scarred, and pretty infirm. But we did carry on his legacy. We beat them, got them into our block now. We also had a little peasant revolt, but they didn't last too long. And now we've gone a little bit more land. In fact, we've got our son's land. He had this province over here. I just realized you could throw down a tea plot in your manor over here, and it actually gives elderly health tiny boost. Maybe that could have kept old dad going just a little bit longer. Dad, please, put down the Budweiser. Have a green tea. Well, it was a quick one playing as this guy, as I've just been murdered. Oh, I'm now a little boy. My father has been murdered in front of me, and immediately I've been told off because I'm holding my fan wrong. Yeah, so we're in a feud right now with the Kanmu. That's the man who just went ahead and murdered my papa. He's currently an obese drunk, so I don't imagine by the time I've come of age he'll still be around, but someone in his family will, and they most certainly will be paying. Oh, well, you know, I don't actually have to go ahead and wait around. I've picked up the sword at 8 years old, and I'm gonna go murder him. We will burn and salt the earth. All I had to do was go wipe out their armies, but they're dead. They will they will just be straight up murdered after enforcing this. Revenge is sweet. Yes, the empire is cleaner in the absence of the Kanmu. Look at me with my sword. Oh, okay. Imperial pacification has been passed. The emperor, or I don't really think it was the emperor that did it. I think it may have been this guy standing next to him that actually hit the button. But now we can go ahead and invade outside our realm, which conveniently I have stuff right next to me. I expanded a little bit up here. I didn't want to go too ham because I did notice that a whole bunch of the blocks just completely dissolved, which means I was able to expand ours quite a bit. But news just in from the from Europe, the dwarf pope has allowed crusades. Yeah, not too sure how this managed to make it all the way over here, but I'm glad to know what's going on. We have made it up to the 4th most powerful house in all of Japan, but I would definitely like to be a lot higher. Now, the kingdom was looking pretty good. I've expanded quite a bit, but unfortunately, there appears to be a little bit of typhus around my land. The great young soldier himself is near death. I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to pull through here, but I'm going to say probably not. What's more concerning, though, is our heir is also currently not looking too good with the old typhus. Oh, never mind. I've pulled through. Near death, no more. Typhus did not claim my life. As you can see, our expansion over northern Japan is going pretty damn well. Didn't want to push any further up here because I noticed that our blocks just keep randomly exploding constantly. So yeah, I'll just create a new block. My one was destroyed, sadly, and then we'll take a look at the blocks, and yeah, everyone else's just keep popping and getting destroyed as well. So people are pretty damn weak right now. Now, I did also go ahead and embrace Shintoism, but the issue is my ruler and the emperor himself do not currently believe in Shintoism. So I think the issue I was having with my block is the cohesion just kept going down because of these people changing their aspirations, but you can't demand them actually change what they're currently doing, and that's going to knock our cohesion back up and not destroy our block, which means we just became the most powerful faction in all of Japan, and our cohesion is going up pretty damn quickly. Now, with our block actually going ahead and getting a whole bunch of cohesion now, that does mean that we can now work towards actually making a faction against our liege. And oh boy, there is a lot of stuff we could do. Interesting that people are already actually trying to get me to be the ruling region. I could just join this faction right now. Do I want to be the ruling region though? That would just put me in charge of Japan pretty much immediately. You know what? I reckon I would be a pretty good region. Let's see if he'll step down or if we're gonna have to fight this out. Oh, he gave up. I have now become the regent of Japan. Now, I think, now that I'm in charge, a few things could be done differently. And I think the first thing we're going to be looking at here is the religion. Now, with our rule cemented, we really need to make sure that we won't be losing control anytime soon. And after getting my legitimacy up to level 4 here, that means I can now formalize and establish a lasting shogunate. The endless politicking of the imperial court has run its course. Undermined by the pageantry and trappings of days past, a strong hand must establish a new order of service, family, and steel. Yes, but let none be mistaken. My authority is derived from our divine Tenno, and you're 100% in control, my little bud there. He's got the title The Strange. Yeah, while you're at it as well, we're also doing this thing called Shintoism now, so you're in on that as well. There you go. The shogunate has been established. I am now shogun of this empire. Oh, we can also as well just go ahead and move our court over to somewhere, you know, a bit far away from the middling hand of the so-called emperor, which just immediately just adds a whole bunch of development to the province, and of course a nice bit of power for me. I also think it's definitely time for us to strip the rights away from our subjects so they're not just constantly fighting each other, so no more raiding each other's manors. You know, I thought I was doing really well over here in Japan, making tons of money, super damn powerful. Went to go look at Europe for a second. Okay, first off, HRE really damn powerful, but why has England gone for a new luck? Yeah, France ain't looking too good though over here. Definitely not too good. I don't think there's really too much left for us to do here as Japan. I think we've reached everything at this point. We've obviously made ourselves incredibly powerful, because if you don't know, I am essentially just an empire now. We've got Primogenitor, and I'm making tons of buko bugs. If I wanted to invade people, I could go ahead, wait a little bit, change my law back, and go to town. I just don't know if I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, I could just force the emperor to abdicate if I wanted to. Did he do... He did it. Now we've got an empress. Tell you what, my little empress, get in prison. Puts a whole new meaning on a ceremonial monarch, doesn't it? They're in prison and currently dying. Yes, I have absolute power. You know what? You'll be allowed out, but you must convert to Shintoism. There we go. Oh, and after my little finicking about with the monarch there, just got cancer. Maybe a little bit of karma, but I'm willing to try new things. Okay. Just put a toad up my ass. Apparently that cured it. Oh, it didn't cure it, but gave me a little bit longer to live. Although I don't think it's going to be too long. I think this may be the end of our brave shogun, Sukutoki. I think this... It's definitely probably the end for him. He did live to 70 though and do some great things. Yeah, it's definitely one hell of a story that was told through him, even from the age of 8 years old, destroying the man who murdered his father. So they got any people left around? Anyone I can go get a bit of familial revenge for? Oh, there you go. They've got this person here. Where are you? Brought to my court. You are now going to be my court jester. Dance for me, clown woman. Dance as your treacherous family murdered mine. What's crazy is we're apparently still feuding with them. There's only one living member, and currently she's my court jester. Tell you what actually happens here if I just go ahead and marry the soon-to-be empress? Papa has passed away just as this devious scheme was underway for one more bit of trickery. It's alright, your son will carry on your legacy for one more little bit of fun, and I will marry the soon-to-be Empress of Japan. My Emperor, I'm going to need you to go ahead and abdicate for me, so your wonderful daughter, my wife, can be in power instead. There you go. Oh, does that technically make me Shogun Emperor? Oh, we actually managed to get a daughter out as well, so the line will continue. We are cemented both on the throne and as the Shogun. I do wonder, actually, if we had somehow managed to have a son. We've got 2 daughters right now. I don't know how many more we can keep popping out, but if we would somehow manage to have a son and he was my heir at the same time, would he be Shogun and also Emperor? Oh, my wife's dead. Is that my actual wife or my Emperor wife? I think that, yeah, that was the Emperor wife. Not great. Hold on, does that mean my... There she is, my daughter. A little bit young for the throne, and I have further cemented the dynasty as well. She's married to my nephew. Or she will be now married to my nephew. Oh, it does actually say there that my son, for some reason, is the heir after her. That's interesting. Holy moly, look at this guy. Look at the size of this unit. Oh my god, my brother-in-law. If you eat in the kingdom. We're gonna eat in the kingdom. All right, we're gonna make our daughter now go ahead and abdicate. Will she do it? I'm gonna have to give her everything to do it. Now that should have put my son in control. Now technically, what happens now if I was to just die? Oh, I guess I'll try and stress myself out enough that I can just go jump off Mount Fuji. I just realized you could travel and just go to a Silk Road market. This was one hell of a journey, but I reckon it might kill me. Literally gonna have to travel through some sort of Chinese plague here as well, so hopefully I catch that. Yep, unironically, stepped foot in China, immediately caught smallpox. I reckon we're not gonna make it to this Silk Road market. And there you go. Now, how exactly does this work? Okay, yep, I am the emperor, but also I'm the shogun. I don't know if you're supposed to do this, I'm gonna be real, but I've done it. Oh, damn. Okay. Palace? Pretty dripped out. Oh, it's actually trying to get me to step down and put my son in control of the empire, but no, I will not. Oh, it's certainly unorthodox no matter what, but I've secured my throne and full control of the country. I've gotten everyone into my block. Need to work on that cohesion a little bit, but doesn't matter. And the puny factions to remove me are too puny to ever worry about. But I do think we're going to leave it off here today. I've done enough damage. much. And, oh, it's good to see England's turned back red. I had a lot of fun, though, playing in Japan. It definitely plays a bit differently. And, of course, you can do, like, normal CK3 stuff if you wanted to go ahead and do a bit of expansion outside your realm. But I think even just playing in Japan is super fun. And I'm not entirely sure you're supposed to be both the Shogun and the Emperor at the same time. But I've managed it. I've actually made it hold together somehow. But if you want to go ahead, get the DLC, make sure to click my link down below and get yourself it. I think it's a pretty good one. Also, I'm not too sure about a lot of the rework stuff that they've done in terms of like the UI and stuff. If that was this DLC or a past one. I haven't played CK3 in a while, but it's really good. Absolute huge shout out to actually being able to automate a whole bunch more stuff as well, especially all of this over here. It is so much better, and just having this look of it as well is pretty damn good. Not just that big long list like it was before. That's incredibly damn just better in every single way. So I am super looking forward to our new mega campaign this year. I'm not entirely sure who I'm going to play just yet, but obviously I think we're going to have to play someone over in Asia. But yeah, once again, thanks for the sponsorship, Paradox, and if you want to check it out, link down below. And if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button down below. It helps out quite a bit on the channel. If you don't, well, I guess I'm going to cry.